If you've ever placed a stencil on your jelly plate and watched it slide around, or lifted your paper and thought, where did that pattern go? This is the video for you. Hi, I'm JoanieB, inviting you to relax, play and make beautiful jelly print art with me. Today I'm going to show you exactly what happens when you use too much paint, too little paint and just the right amount when working with stencils on your jelly plate. So first of all, let's have a look what happens when you put too much paint on your jelly plate. Can you see that when I roll the paint out, it's very, very thick and shiny with ridges. There's lots of paint that's left on the brayer and also on the roll-off paper. Now let's apply the stencil. Now the stencil is a little bit difficult to lay down, and also you'll see that when I put the paper down onto the stencil, it slides around because there's too much paint on the jelly plate. And now I pull the print and it looks fuzzy and gloopy, and it's not the clear, crisp pattern that I was aiming for. But I suppose the good news is that there's plenty of paint left on the plate, so I'm going to go for a second pull. There is a pattern there, but I've used the wrong background paper, but not to worry, I can use it again. I'm just taking the excess paint off the jelly plate, and I can see that also there's a lot of paint left on the stencil, so what I'm going to do is just try to get a little bit of that off onto a plain piece of paper. I found a nice pale pink background and I'm going to try and pull a ghost print. I think this should be probably the most successful part of using too much paint. Let's review what's happened here with the too much paint section of this video. Well, this one you can see there's lots of gloopy lines and it's still very, very wet. That is the first pull. This one was the second pull that I put on. It could have been a better piece of paper to show the pattern. This one was just the part that I rubbed off onto a piece of white copy paper that's just from the stencil, and this is probably the most successful part, which is the ghost print. So that's what happens when you use too much paint. Let's go to the next extreme, not enough paint. So I'm going to put a little bit of paint on the jelly plate and try and roll it out. I can not only see, but I can feel that the plate feels very, very dry. And now when I put the stencil on, it definitely doesn't slide around like it did when there was too much paint on the plate. Can you see how the pattern is there? Very faint, very indistinct. Nothing is wrong, there's just not enough paint to give a clear impression. And now I'm going to wipe the paint off and try to pull a ghost print. Really not expecting too much, and I wasn't disappointed. There's absolutely nothing there. Here's the examples of having not enough paint. The pattern is very light and indistinct, and in this case I didn't even get anything as a ghost print. So I'm going to have another go and see if I can get the amount of paint correct this time. Put the paint on, roll it out, and then I'm going to attempt to pull a stencil print. So I'll let this run and you can watch what happens next. Okay, so let's have a review. Well, still not enough paint on the jelly plate. You can see here that it's still a little bit patchy, I've been able to get a second print and unfortunately no ghost print at all. So a little bit better than last time, but not where I want it to be. So let's see if I can get it just right. So a little bit more paint on the jelly plate, rolling it out as I have done before, and now putting the stencil down, noting that it's not sliding around. Paper goes on, and then I'm going to pull the print, and this time I'm much happier with the results. Going to wipe the excess paint off the plate with a baby wipe and then go for a ghost print. Putting it on a darker background. Again, these are some of the papers that I made in the last video. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Pull the ghost print, I can immediately see that it's a lot better than the other examples that I've just shown you. So we have a lovely print, both the first pull and the ghost print, so I feel it's just right. So here's a simple way to check before you print. If your stencil slides, there's too much paint. If your pattern disappears, there's too little paint. You're aiming for thin, even and just slightly tacky. If you're learning jelly printing and enjoy this step-by-step approach, and you might like the rest of this beginners series, feel free to subscribe, and remember, small adjustments make a big difference.